Welcome back to another Wednesday on the Pagan Perspective. I am your Wednesday host, Yeka, and this week we are talking about our ideal in-person pagan communities. The question actually is about IRL, so in real life community. I don't really like that term because I think that this is real life too, right? That online communications, virtual communication, this is real. It's different certainly than being in a physical location with someone, but it's just that's what it is. It's different. It is real, and I think that it's important to recognize that realness, especially when we communicate with each other through comments and things like that. To remember that, hey, this is a real person with real feelings and real experiences. But that's not the point of this topic. This topic is talking about what would we like to see for in-person communities and for our ideal ones. For me, it really comes down to wanting to be around folks who share similar values about how incredible it is that we get to exist, and feelings or senses of responsibility towards our ecosystem. So recognizing and seeing ourselves as part of the system, as belonging to our ecosystem, belonging to our land, not just living on the land. So having folks that kind of reinforce that I can do things with who feel that as well. In terms of shops or markets, I don't really care for, kind of the pagan new agey sorts of shops. That doesn't make any sort of difference to me because that's not the sort of thing that is particularly important for me to be involved in. I mean, I do appreciate, local bookshops, local food stores, things like that. I think that's very helpful. So I appreciate that, but again, that isn't specifically branded pagan or not, right? Workshops, coming back to those skills of just the way that we interact with our ecosystem. So gardening skills, permaculture, conflict resolution. I would love to see, kind of respectful communication, nonviolent communication being something that has a wider audience and practiced more. So that would be something that would be fantastic, I think. Do I believe that having a support network is important? Most certainly. And I do think that it's really helpful to have people that you can identify with. It's nice for me to have other people who identify as pagan. At this stage for me, it's not so important that they be in-person neighbors versus individuals who I connect with and work with online or from a distance. That's not particularly, doesn't really matter for me at this stage. I don't know if maybe at a different point in my life it might feel different, if it might feel more isolating or less isolating. But I think that there's a place for both in-person and virtual communities, and that hopefully we can find a good balance of that, and at different points in our lives, and we need different things. So I think, that's really where I'm at with that. I'd love to hear from all of you what your take is. What would you like to see in your ideal pagan community? And what is it right now? Do you have an in-person community? Not? Is it mostly online? What's that all look like? Let us know. And until next week, take care.